And we are live. What's up, metalheads and the world of YouTube? Welcome to the first ever nostalgia trip. I'm so excited to finally be here. I am your host, RJ. You guys may know me as Renee. You guys may know me as the Red Ranger. But right now, I'm just a huge fan of old movies. And this is why we do this. This is what this show is for. This show is a chance to just do a watch along of a movie that you really enjoy, maybe when you were younger, maybe not even just a few years ago that you haven't watched in a long time, and just watch along, enjoy it, talk about it. And that's basically it, which I love to do. I love talking about these movies. And as you all know, this first year I'm dedicating to a group of movies that are very special to my heart, and that are the Disney Channel original movies, or DCOMs, as they are affectionately called. Let's face it, they may be TV movies, but they're great TV movies. So that's why I can't wait to visit them. But before we get into which one we're visiting today, let me introduce my first guest ever. That is Martini. Martini, it's so nice to meet you. So nice to introduce you to the world of YouTube in this way.
Thank you. I'm happy to hang out. I'm excited.
Super excited. So today for our first episode, I thought, I was looking at like, all right, what came out in January? Like, what's a good January movie? And it's weird because you don't think about this movie like for a January time, and you forget it actually came out in January when it released. We're going back to a DCOM staple, and that is the first High School Musical movie. I'm so excited. But let's talk to Martini first. Martini, what is it about this movie that you were like, I got to take this nostalgia trip back on this one?
The thing with High School Musical is I think all of quarantine has been like very Disney Channel oriented for me. But I recently was just like binge watching stuff, and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to watch because after a while you watched all of the things. So I just started to go back, and I was just watching Disney Channel original movies. And then you posted that you were watching High School Musical, and I was like, I didn't get to that one yet. So I figured why not wait, and then I'll go back with you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this one, I gotta say, this movie probably hit me at like the very targeted demographic. This came out when I was in middle school, getting ready for that transition into high school. So I'm like, this movie's for me. Like, it's gonna get me excited about high school. This is what high school's gonna be about. It wasn't at all, but it's still fun to go watch and pretend like, man, I remember when I was like, this is what got me excited for high school. I was like, yeah, we're gonna play sports and meet new people and join clubs and sing. My school didn't have like a real theater department, so like I didn't get that last part a lot, but it was still fun.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So and the thing is, in middle school, you thought this was high school.
You did. Oh yeah, absolutely. You thought that's exactly what it was going to be. And my favorite memory of High School Musical is I remember, like, funny story. I've told this to a lot of people, but I actually like legit paid attention when they like announced the dance along, when they did the dance along special. Oh, I made sure nobody was in the living room that day. I was like, Saturday is for me, family. I remember moving the couch, moving the chair, and like just sitting there in the chair, like, okay, guys, yeah, we're watching the movie. Yeah, we're watching the movie. Okay, first dance break. Let's go. Okay. And like, I knew, though we're all in this together, dance step for step. Like, I was the coolest kid for like 4 months because I could do that dance on command.
You were ready.
I was ready. I could do like some kids did it at a talent show, like as their talent when I was in 8th grade, and like they didn't do it right, and like girls in my class were calling them out. They didn't do it right. RJ, show them how to do it right. I was like, all right, we're gonna show them how to do this right. This is what you should have done. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead. Let's get started. Let us start this movie. For those of you joining us, we're using the Disney Group Watch, not really sponsoring it, but it's a good thing for all these DCOMs because it keeps everything even between us. Me and Martini don't have to worry about like 3, 2, 1, and click. So I'll try to give you guys the best. Here we go. So I'm going to give you like a couple seconds, like get that thing on for you ready to hit play. And I'll try to count down me hitting play. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I clicked it. Of course, it's going to load.
Yes.
If yours is already loaded, pause, and I'll tell you when to not pause. Okay, don't pause. Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, my God.
And see, the reason I picked it, like, you forget, like, this starts in New Year's. The movie literally starts New Year's Eve.
I
Seeing
love
all
the
their names and
background
remembering, like, we
commentary.
did not know who they were before this.
Oh, no idea.
Yeah.
She's so baby.
Right?
She's a teeny little bean.
She is. He's such a baby. Oh my God.
Gosh.
Zac Efron. I was just watching 17 again the other day too, and I was just like, oh my God. Poor Troy Bolton's mom, like, doesn't get to barely be in any of these movies.
Yeah, she's all dressed up, yo.
Yeah, it's New Year's Eve. Duh. There's a party. I always love that joke. I don't know why he gets all offended. Kids party. She's like, young adults.
You were in middle school 15 seconds ago, Troy Bolton.
Oh, I was in middle school when this came. Oh God. Like,
I love that they're like, look at this cool party with this foosball table.
How does this guy whose dad is a high school basketball coach and doesn't actually teach a class can afford to send the family for New Year's to this
like ski resort,
awesome resort cabin, whatever? I don't know.
I like her going to this party and just like trying to read her book in the middle of everything.
I feel like this guy is supposed to be someone. I've read somewhere this guy is someone popular now. The MC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have to look it up afterwards, but he's like somewhere on a TV show now. Like everyone's like, "Hey, did you know he was the guy who introduced Troy and Gabriella?" Like, I like how they just straight up do it though.
Yeah,
like, I don't.
I would never. I'd be like, I'm leaving this whole party.
I never used to catch that as a kid. I never caught he said or not when he walked away.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. The one thing I'm proud of as a kid is I knew he wasn't singing. I knew that was not him. You could tell. You could tell he's lip singing hardcore.
I mean, he's not terrible at it, but
yeah. You know what it is for me?
He tries to desert her.
Yeah. Because he saw she was nervous too. He was like, if I leave, she can leave. But then she's like, I know how he came there. I like how he knew to came in and harmonize, like, without it being on the thing. He's just like, oh yeah, I feel it. Like I should.
He's like, I know what sounds good.
Here we go. There's the first person. I see that one blonde girl in the background. It's the first one. Like, hey.
She's like, wait a minute.
Like, you guys are bad. Poor Drew Seeley. You know, sang in this movie but didn't get the part.
Oh, whoa.
Oh yeah. Oh, taking up. I was going with that. Like, your dad's a high school football coach. How do you afford the clothes where, like, I can wear this night shirt and a blazer? Like,
I'm just here for Sharpay.
I'm here for Chad. He's like way too into it. It's so funny. Like how awkward it is. He's so into it. Like she's still getting there, but he's already like, yeah, I'm gonna point at you. And
oh, whoa. Here we go.
Oh yeah, you grab that mic. Yeah. I used to do that though. I used to do that all the time. I used to sing in my room like that because of Troy Bolton.
Oh my God.
That's how you do it, right? You grab the microphone like that.
You're like, this is actually proper technique.
Oh yeah, total proper technique. Hey, random guy in big hat who gets a shout out. Yeah, I'm clapping in the background.
I like there's a guy in a blue sweater with like stripes across the front. he has no idea where the beat is at all.
Yeah, I see him. Yeah, he's like making it up as he goes. Yeah.
He's like, okay, sure.
Well, that just proves like when they do that in Hollywood that like sometimes you take clips and you can tell that's not actually where the music is right now, and you're totally throwing it off. It does the eyes closed. That's how you know. Someone told him that, hey, if you're going to pretend to sing, close your eyes.
Just
That's
close
how they
your
know
eyes.
it's you.
And now they're in love.
Yep. And,
That's how it works.
Well, because they're what? They're juniors? Like, so they're like 16, 17 years old? Yeah.
Yeah.
Church choir. Yep. That sounds about right.
I mean, not end of solo career.
Oh, he even sounds like a baby when he just talks. And it's weird because, like, he was, I think, I know they said the youngest person was Vanessa. She was the closest to, like, the actual age, but all of them were older. Like,
oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah. And it took them 3 movies to kiss. Or 2 movies.
Yeah.
2 movies. 2 movies. They thought about it right there. They thought about it.
Nope, leaving.
Me too. Your mom. My mom.
Let's both go find your mom.
Oh, wait for the phones. For their old
God.
phones. Oh, pull them out.
Oh
my God, it's a flip phone. Oh, she's got a sidekick.
I mean, if you showed them this thing.
She's got a BlackBerry. She's got like a Palm Pilot.
She clearly didn't have that much fun. She's pieced out.
Dude, she's clearly already gone. Like, she left before you even started talking, bro. There's no way they just took that picture right now.
I know. Uh-oh.
My body already instinctively wants to do it. I already feel my muscles like, do it.
You should just do it. Just get it out.
I can't do it anymore. I really can't. Like, I'll probably be making my boy Chad. Corbin Blue and his afro.
Oh my God.
Beautiful, beautiful afro.
It's so perfect.
It is, though. It really is.
So wait, they're all saying like Happy New Year and stuff. So, I mean, I guess we're back from Christmas break, but that's still usually a while.
I mean, I was always back in school by January.
True.
Yeah, like, and that sounds about right. 1 week after New Year's, you're back at school. That actually sounds about right to me.
Yeah.
Shopping for mirrors. Same. Oh, terrible. That's not even a good.
It's not at all.
Oh, Mackenzie. Behold, the high school principal of like every DCOM movie.
Oh, yeah. And I love that she's like, Mom, I feel sick. And her mom's like, you're always sick.
You know, I like that guy. I like him in a Double Teamed. I can't wait to do that.
Yes.
One. I love him as the coach. I mean, because she knows, she's like, you're nervous. It's a new school. You'll be fine. Go.
Just the way that she said it. She's like, you're always like that.
I wish I had a teacher who was as extra as Miss Darby to have that in the front of the class.
Oh my God. That would be so much fun.
I don't know why he would have just like ran after her right away. Like, if you thought you recognized her, why are you still sitting there?
Yeah, Troy, pay attention.
Musical.
Not a musical.
Musical. A hockey arena.
I like that it's a hockey arena because he stuck out his tongue and did a thumbs down. Like, that's very hockey. While he holds his basketball.
Yeah. I like how that's in his head. Like, I'm going to find out if it's her. I'm going to call her in the middle of class. Because, like, she makes it clear that, like, that's a thing in my class, don't use your cell phone. So why would you do it? Like,
yeah, and, like, 4 of them all at once.
Yeah. Well, Sharpay and Ryan, yeah, they would be those kids that, like, they hear a cell phone, they automatically think it's theirs because it's us, guys.
Ow. I had teachers that did that. They're like, listen, you're all back, detention.
Oh, Jason. He's like my favorite side character of the entire franchise. I love Jason. Who just gives 15 minutes of detention?
I know.
Stupid. Horrible.
That wasn't even like an organized finishing each other's sentences.
Yeah, way too organized. Not
It would have made more sense if they said the same thing together.
Exactly, yeah.
My friends will hate me if they found out I can sing.
I never noticed, but like all the pictures under that audition are literally Ryan and Sharpay.
Yeah.
They're literally Ryan and Sharpay.
I love Ryan and Sharpay so much.
Oh, I forgot. One of my favorite parts of this movie is about to come up with the auditions. The weird couple that audition together.
I like that she just takes up the whole thing.
Because she knows what she's about.
Oh, yeah. She's like, I mean, not, the lead, but.
And it was so crazy seeing her like in this role after seeing her on Sweet Life. Like seeing her be,
yes,
let's say it, the bitch.
She's so mean.
Like,
because she is genuinely like really great at it.
Yeah, she really is. Don't make me promise that. And see, that just shows that Troy's a nice guy too. Like he could have just been like walked away from her, but he was like.
But he's like, all right, Pat.
This song, you can definitely tell he is not singing.
Oh my God!
Like it's so obvious. But this is a great number.
Yes, I think this is my favorite.
And see, like when you learn how to do this one, if you actually can't dribble a basketball, it hurts. Like it's actually really hard to do if you actually can't handle a basketball. And I couldn't. I'm terrible at sports.
Oh no.
I'm terrible at sports. So like trying to actually do it with a basketball, I'm like, no, I'm just gonna mime it like I have a basketball. I'm just gonna
So you don't knock yourself in the knee.
I love that comparison. Sharpay's cute, so's a mountain lion. I guess in Arizona that is a real thing. Like, yeah, we run into mountain lions, guys.
The thing is, as somebody who played basketball in high school, this was hilarious to me.
Like,
so I was like, if my practices were like this, yeah.
I'm looking for the 30-year-olds who are trying to pretend, the 30-year-old professional dancers who are trying to pretend they're high schoolers.
You're like, yeah, my basketball practice.
There's one obvious one, and I want to say it's homeboy with the mohawk. Yeah. Homeboy right here in the front with the mohawk. Yeah. 34. Like, dude, you're clearly 30. You do not belong in this group of children.
Can you imagine telling people you have this job, though?
Like,
but they're like, what are you doing? You're like, oh, I have to go do High School Musical.
and that's why I feel like that dancer, because like I say, that dancer I just pointed out, he is in all three. I don't know if they switch any of the other backup dancers, but he is for sure in all three. And then the super tall dude is too. The one really tall dude is. See, like this drill, I'm like, I feel like there's probably something real like that, but
there is.
With you just standing in the middle. Right here's where you can go inside him.
Oh yeah. Yikes.
This feels so West Side Story right here, where he's just like standing there watching them dance at him. Like literally dancing at him.
I also really like that they were just like, so stand in the middle of the circle and just bounce the ball really high.
Here we go. Like right here. Like, yeah, like this choreography right here, if you actually have no skill of handling a basketball, this is so hard to do. Especially
I can see that.
Back. If you don't land that on the beat, you're done.
Oh, it's over.
Yep. 100% over. I wonder if
nobody made that
shot.
Oh, like, nobody did.
But there was one guy like, I'm gonna real try to make this shot though. Like one guy was like, I'm gonna try to make this shot. Like one guy as they're all walking off, he's like, hey, I really made it though.
You had to keep track of which one's your ball.
You're like, like that was totally mine, dude. That was totally mine. I like how she just does not care. Like random pregnant teacher. I don't know if that was like a choice or just happened.
I also like that this teacher's like, it's impossible that I'm wrong.
Like really like snobby about it. Like, how dare you?
She's like, I don't think that you understand that I can misread things.
Yes. That teacher's like, there's no way I wrote this down wrong.
And Sharpay's like, oh shit, she's smart.
Yeah, like, damn it.
Do it. Do it.
Oh, Lucas Grable, you're so fabulous in this movie.
Oh my God.
I'll admit, I love the hat. I'd wear that hat.
You should. It would look
nice. If I
nice.
had that sweater and hat combo, I would actually, matter of fact, I did have an outfit exactly like that when I was in high school. I legit.
Were you just in High School Musical?
I had a sweater that came all the way up like that. It was green, and I had and like on the flip side, it was gray, and I had a gray hat like his. So like that hat went with that sweater.
You were ready.
I was ready. I thought I was so cool when I wore that combo. I was like, don't I look good? Like that's what I would go out like. I know I look good.
Ooh. Amateurs.
Yeah. I wonder if that's like a legit picture of her, because that doesn't look photoshopped in any way.
It doesn't.
So like I want to know like if that's a real picture of you with a trophy, what trophy is that for real? Like what did you win?
Some producer just handed her like one of their kids' trophies. It's like, hold this.
I like how the subtext describes it to us. Like this is detention, but Darbus style. Bill Mussets.
I think this kid. Like, what show are you? You're walking around as a camel.
Yeah. Why would you assume someone would put their own stuff in your locker?
Just to be like, hey, if in case you didn't know, I'm really smart.
I mean, but that is really detention for Sharpay and Ryan. I mean, they'd probably be doing that after school anyways.
The thing is, I always thought like I would get detention all the time if I just got to hang out there.
Yeah. I like how he tries to act mad. Or they try to act scared. Like
they're like, oh no. Don't you make me ask you twice.
Like, why do y'all care? Like, I love such. Darvis is so extra, and I love it. Do it in a tree.
I'll agree with that.
100%. I am really pissed off at the principal at this part, though. Like, come on, dude. Like,
Yeah.
baggy shorts.
Oh.
I'd walk away like her too. I'd be pissed.
I would too. I'd be like, really? All right, cool.
I like how he's the only one like arms crossed. Yes. Him and Chad, like the main characters, y'all can stand like this. Everyone else, arms down.
Oh, geez.
I tried to get my team to do this in middle school and did not catch on, but I tried.
So like, what team? They're like basketball.
No, yeah, I tried. No, like, because, you know, we all watched High School Musical, so I'm like, we're going to do it, guys. We're just going to change Wildcats for Trojans. Like, we're going to do it before every game. It only worked one time. I got him to do it one time, and I was like, that was good enough. Those poor stereotypical cheerleaders.
I know.
I had a crush on the one with short hair when I was a kid. I was like, that one background cheerleader, I'd date her.
You
I don't know what
nail
any of
beds are
that means, so
important.
I didn't get that part. Like, I was always like, I don't know what a nail bed is, but
I'm like, nail beds are important. I don't know why you're mad. Darvis is after them.
mm-hmm. No, he doesn't mean like going left. Your son's trying to have a legitimate conversation. What, like
He's
going
like, yes, basketball? A scholarship.
Yeah, I just took out loans for school and
Oh.
that's just my first semester, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it hurts.
oh, it's gonna hurt so much when I'm done.
Yep.
I wonder what she actually gave her.
It looks like a thermos.
Right? That's what I thought. I don't even think homeroom's a thing anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't really have homeroom in high school, but I was on we were college preparatory, so we were on that kind of schedule. Like every other day we went to 4 classes.
Oh, okay. I had homeroom. I just didn't go. I was on like the morning announcements, so I had to do like the TV thing.
I think I've seen an interview where Corbin Blue says that was his favorite Chad t-shirt. I come with my own background music. Like him and some of the other cast members were taking like a High School Musical quiz, and he got that one right because he was like, "That was my favorite shirt." I know exactly. I was like, "What is this shirt that Chad Weir says?" He's like, "I know exactly what it says because that was my favorite shirt."
You're like, no, I love this one.
that poor non-talking actor. Your job is just to go give him a high five so he looks at you.
Yeah. You're bait.
Really? You didn't see me walk right by you. But let's be honest. You wish you were that slick in real life. You wish you could be that slick. See, like they don't talk about him being a teacher, so like, there's no way a coach is just allowed to hang out at school all day.
Yeah. Like, what is he doing?
The only thing I can think of is because my high school had it. Maybe there's athletics, physical education, as opposed to regular physical education.
Maybe.
Because like my high school had that. Like the athletes, they could take regular PE or they could take athletic PE, which was just basically more working out.
Yeah. That camel.
I know, right?
Scary.
Makes you wonder what.
Like, what show are you doing?
Well, because I think someone like did like a deep dive into like what the show they were auditioning for was actually supposed to be about, and it was almost kind of like a Singing in the Rain vibe. So like I think they just had random Hollywood set stuff because they were supposed to look like they were on a random Hollywood set.
Okay.
They had the giant moon and the trees and the camel.
Yeah.
I had a huge crush on her too.
Oh, the piano girl?
Oh yeah, she's gorgeous.
She's so cute.
And she made a high school, like I saw her on a TV show on ABC Family called Greek. And like she shows up and there's one episode where she literally makes like High School Musical jokes about her being in the movie. Oh, this poor girl.
I forgot we did this.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like the one who points at her. I like the one who keeps trying to like point at her. Like
Watching this, I felt Sharpay's pain.
Yeah, I can understand like sitting through that. Like,
if you're that good and you have to watch all this,
this one I like her. Darby like points back all awkward, like yeah.
No, we're good.
Oh yeah, the one up. Clearly not your song, girl.
Yeah, I mean you're good, but not for this.
Bring music. Oh yeah, the random badass dancer. Even like Sharpay's like, oh.
She's like, okay, bye.
And then just randomly.
Ow.
Something happened to him.
It's that camel.
Here they are. I'm not gonna lie. I used to do that at my ex. We used to do that to each other. See each other in the distance. Just go see a kid. that perfect bowl haircut. That's not so perfectly fluffed. I feel so bad for her.
I know.
Because
She's ready.
always, like,
Bye.
Oh. That's what afraid means.
Yeah, they're synonyms.
I like this better than Bop to the Top for them too. Is his shirt sparkling?
I think so.
Are his pinstripes?
Yeah, I think they are.
I have never noticed that.
Yeah, they're like shiny.
They're so good though. Like
they are. It makes me sad that if you watch all the movies, Ashley Tisdale is by far the worst at lip syncing.
Yeah.
She ends words way
if you're gonna play a track over it, why not just sing? Why not just sing out loud?
It.
Yeah, because it's gonna go over it anyways. It looks so stupid when he does that. I used to be able to do a one-handed cartwheel like that.
You were 100% ready for high school.
This movie made me think so, yes. They actually did a good job matching up the vocals right there, because when you see her get mad at him and she stops singing, you can't hear her anymore. So
exactly.
They actually did. That was actually a nice attention to detail. Jazz hands. I like how he's got that little jazz hand going out as he's doing it. I love it. It's a crowd favorite. Everybody loves a good jazz square.
It's true.
It is true, though. I enjoy a good jazz square. Buy tickets.
She's so good at it.
Oh, she is. And everyone knew a Sharpay in high school. Everyone knew a Sharpay in high school.
I think I was Sharpay.
Oh.
But the thing is, the thing I like about her performance as Sharpay is you still don't hate her.
I hate her in the second one. I hate her in the second one. Yeah. Yeah.
But like,
but yeah, this one you don't really hate her.
That looked physically painful.
Right.
Your sports posse.
Ah.
It was like 2 seconds ago.
I kind of respect the like not signing up thing as a fan league runner. When I tell people to sign up and they don't meet that deadline and they're like, "Oh man, did I miss it?" I'm like, "Sorry, dude. Like I gave y'all a lot of time." Like, so I can understand it a little bit. I like how he automatically knows that word. He knows nothing about music, but he's like, "So you're the composer?"
Yeah. And then explained it to her.
Yeah, like. The pipe maker counts. Who doesn't want the star of the basketball team to say that to him? Something about the glasses. I'm a sucker for a girl in glasses. I really am.
I like that they know how to sight read.
Right?
Because I've like done musicals and like I know music. I can't sight read.
I can't read music at all like that. Like if you would put that in front of me and they're like, sing it, I'm like, they'd be like, what key do you want it in? I don't even know what key it is. Like, I don't even know what key it is.
Pick your favorite. I don't know.
And that's what I mean. Like, I wouldn't even be able to tell you what key I'm singing in if I just started singing it. And that's what I mean. Like, he apparently does not sing and all that, but he can just look at the song and like, I know this is how I'm supposed to sing. Like, perfect.
Yeah. She's
like
not even looking at the music at all.
Yeah. Because I'm like, I get it. Y'all just heard the song, but there's no way you already got the lyrics down like that. And see, now she's doing it like he did in the other song. I just know I should probably throw this little ooh part right here.
She's like, this will sound good.
This will sound really good. We can all blame the Backstreet Boys for that. The Backstreet Boys and NSYNC made us think like you just got to add that little ooh between lyrics.
A little ooh.
It always helps. And see, I have a problem with the way she says that, and just when it shows people in the morning in any of these movies. People seem to always be up bright and early and have time to eat breakfast. Boom.
Yeah.
Like the sun's already up and shining. I'm like, when I wake up for school, the sun was not up yet.
Oh, yeah. It was dark.
This is actually my favorite song. Oh, when that show was still on. They didn't do a tutorial for this song, but I taught myself this one. I taught myself how to dance at the table, and I used to do it at school as well. I used to be like, guys, I could do the dance.
This is a boss cafeteria.
And that's the crazy thing. Like, this is a real high school. Some's high school. This is their legit cafeteria.
Which is like, I was lucky that we were allowed to eat in mine.
Right? And most of us preferred to eat outside anyways. We had like benches outside to eat.
Oh, that's nice. Could you imagine going to this high school?
No, like, no, I can't imagine having that nice in high school. Like, come on. Especially with the freaking greenhouse on the roof that you can just go to. Come on. If we got caught trying to go to the roof, get suspended.
Oh my God. It's such a mean song. They're like, oh, you have dreams? Let's crush them.
It is. Like, it's such a mean song, but it's still so much fun, too.
It's so catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like,
I,
tell me all of your deepest thoughts.
I love Homeboy in the tie, not the bow tie, but the other Homeboy in the tie. When they all start
Yeah.
dancing, he's the one that's got like the attitude when he's like, no, comes in on the Homeboy in the bow tie is clearly 30. Right here, he comes like, got
Oh,
all that attitude.
all the sass.
I like how they chose skaters for this. For like,
Yeah.
we need a third group. We need a third verse, guys. Awesome. What is it?
Yeah, the whole song is tell me everything that you've ever wanted to do in your whole life and don't do that.
I like how the best friend like walks away, is not even part of the song anymore.
He's like, I'm way back here. I'm so embarrassed I can't even be near you.
This is what I taught myself how to do when they're all doing the same thing. It's not hard. It's really not a lot. But yeah, that's so much room in the cafeteria. Like, I wonder, like, how many students this school is actually for. Like,
Yeah.
what is your capacity?
And they have like a mezzanine section.
Exactly. Yeah, this weird little mezzanine sitting that, like, you don't even have to sit at the table if you want. You can feel cool and sit on the steps. What did you plan? I've always wanted to ask her, what was your plan? Like,
I like that Troy Bolton and Gabriella are like messing with the entire the entire
hierarchy of
ecosystem.
high school. And I like how they're just also not present for this entire thing going on.
Yeah, where are they?
I like how Taylor breaks the fourth wall right here real quick, because she's like, she reacts to the fact that, like, is everyone just dancing? What
Yeah,
the
she's
hell?
like, wait a minute.
That's not what happens in school. I always wonder, like, was she legit surprised that, like, she was that close to one of the dancers? Like, oh, I didn't know you were going to be
She's like,
right
oh,
there.
sorry.
She's such a good dancer too. The hip, I forgot. Oh my god, what's her name? They give her a name because she's in all three movies. I can't think of her name, and I feel bad. Her character name, but the hip hop dancer, she's actually really good.
Oh, she is. Nope.
You really don't know.
No.
I like how quickly she thought of that. I'm like, I'm gonna turn
this was
this
a
on.
plan. It's a conspiracy. They are after me.
And Ryan's just like, he looked like he was about to still eat those fries for real. Oh, what's that?
So in reality, Troy is the only good friend. Everybody else is like, no, don't do it.
He's just like, oh, what is that? That's what a real friend does. Oh, what is that?
Yeah, what is that?
What's up?
I like that that's the threat. The skater kids are talking to other kids. That's such a horrible picture of him.
I like how they actually threw some like real kids in there to be like, this is what we actually look like in high school.
The theater. Everybody would make fun of Twinkletown.
Yeah. Because that's what they were saying. Like, it's supposed to be a play on like Tinseltown.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a play. I don't know. I said I was sorry. She's so innocent. Sorry. I said I was sorry. She's the oldest, if I'm not mistaken, of like the main cast. She was like well into her 20s when this movie came out.
No. Like, are you being vulnerable right now? Because no. This whole him having a crush on her thing is so cute.
Yeah, it works.
I was Sharpay.
That's like
the more I watch this now.
Evaporate tall person. Have you ever been just told by a girl, evaporate? Not get lost, not move.
Evaporate. Cease your existence immediately.
I got here like, what school has this? And you could just go up there whenever.
I remember watching this and I was like, you're kidding me, right? They have like the Garden of Eden on the roof.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I didn't believe this was a real school until afterwards. They were like, no, we filmed this at a real high school. Like, here's the high school we filmed it at.
That's crazy.
And now they do that other show at that same high school.
Mm-hmm. Then what happens?
Yeah, it got real for it got real for like 2 seconds. I lose. I never realized how blue his eyes really are. Like,
yeah,
he's got some really deep baby blues in there, don't he?
He does. I've never, and I've gone to a lot of schools. I switched a lot, but the smart kids, there was never like the freaky math girl.
Like that one uber smart kid, yeah. Yes, I miss those days.
Yeah, it was so easy.
So much easier.
And you just like ask if they're your friend now. You're like, oh, so do you want to be my friend? And they're like, yeah, cool. What I always wondered, it was
horrible pickup line, bro.
Oh yeah, but I always wondered with the auditions, like she's constantly like, "Do you want to do the callback?" What would happen if like Gabriella and Ryan got it, or like Sharpay and Troy?
Yeah, like
because it's very rare. Like it has happened sometimes that I've seen. but most of the time you don't audition to be like part of a pair.
That's true. But then again, I rarely see an audition where you're allowed to audition as a pair. You're allowed to pick someone
Yeah.
so
Like,
that's
that's my
why
buddy.
it probably wouldn't be the case with this school, because she's like, I'm picking you based on your audition together because
Yeah.
I like you together.
But I was like, if Troy didn't want to, nothing says that Gabriella couldn't have just like gone by herself.
Yeah. Well, like, see, to me, it would have been like, I think Darbus would have just been like, well, I mean, I liked you with him, so if he's not here, I'm just going to give it to Sharpay.
Yeah.
Like,
especially because, you know, it's her
no one
brother.
can just disappear from a bathroom like that unless there's two doors. And I've never been in a high school where there's two doors to your bathroom.
Right?
The locker room, maybe, but not a regular bathroom.
Yeah.
And she was, so you did turn around and see her hiding in that corner. Like,
you even looked in the mirror.
see, he's so extra. I have to pretend I have a mic in my hand. He's like me when I pretend to sing. I got to pretend I got a mic in my hand.
I was impressed though because the harmony was real. Like they sang the actual correct parts.
Yeah.
Just interrogating other children about the whereabouts of your son.
I like how he didn't ask Chad.
No, not his best friend.
Yeah, like you would think, like, come on. She's like, people playing tricks don't actually bump like that.
No, I know it's real.
Why would you even bother showing up if you knew you were that late to practice?
Yeah, just go home.
Like, well, I mean, the coach is his dad, so like, I kind of get it, but like, come on. Even look at that gym. It's a ridiculous gym for a high school.
Like she's never seen a gym before.
I mean, probably a gym of that caliber. Like I said, I'd be impressed by that gym. As a kid, it never made sense to me that on the E of East, it was supposed to be a paw. I thought they were bowling pins, and I'm like, that's so weird.
The weirdest mascot ever.
No, like, I knew they were the Wildcats, but I'm just like, why do they have bowling pins over the E? And finally, one day, I was just like, oh, it's a paw.
It's a paw. Practice is over.
No.
See. He's like, don't you dare make a friend right now.
So rude.
Right? He's
So
like, get
rude.
out.
Horrible.
And
It's
you
very
made
nice.
me meet her on vacation. It's your fault we know each other.
You're not just a guy.
It is going to be your fault that we're going to lose everything. We're going to lose the house.
That says more about your coaching ability than your son's commitment. Because
Right.
you literally can't win because one player's gone. That says more about your coaching ability. That means you built around your son, and that's not okay. That's nepotism.
Favoritism. this elevated
Who speaks that
IQ
intelligently in
temptress
high
girl.
school?
Wow.
I love how he keeps blaming it every time she comes around.
I like that he goes from elevated IQ temptress girl to musical singer person.
Yeah.
In it. Thank you.
Not yet, my friend.
Slippery slope.
Is it a little bit racist that they got the black kids together? I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna be the one to ask.
Also, Ryan's a genius because now that they're talking, he's like, they must be trying to figure out a way to get Troy and Gabriella to not be in the musical anymore. And it's like, really? It's the only thing?
Well, because look who's the only person in his ear, his sister, who is the one thinking that's going on. So he's like, she must be right now. Random skateboarding kid.
Why does he have 3?
I don't think he has 3 watches. I think he has like wristbands. Remember, that was cool back then. You know, you wore like
true.
You wore. You know what? You actually might be right though. I looked at it; it looked like he actually had 3 watches.
Like, is he
He's
keeping
just
track of
being
different
extra.
time zones?
It's just being extra. Well, he is in the least popular time zone, Mountain Time Zone. No one's in Mountain Time Zone. I like how that one's like crazy far away, and then the rest of them. Wait for the clap.
This is a cult.
That guy's also clearly 30. He looks exactly like the dad. What? We are.
They're like, we're all gonna lose. Papa Bear.
Stupid. Hers is worse though. Hers is so much worse.
Hers is awful.
Hers is so bad. I mean, she makes a point, but so extra.
She does.
If you think that guy's going to make it in the NBA, you are mistaken.
Yeah.
Sorry, homeboy's only like 5'10". Like he's not.
I thought that you were the smart one.
Like, rarely anybody under 6 feet makes the NBA, and they're like the best.
Yeah.
Her hair looks really good right there.
It does.
Like that little switch, like the way they like get everything off the forehead. Yeah, looks really good.
And then Troy's hair is plastered to his head.
Oh my God. And it literally looks like a different color depending on the lighting he's in. Like, it really does.
It's like 9 different shades of brown and blonde.
This is actually really messed up that they do this.
It's so messed up.
Her blush is too perfect to have done that herself at 16.
And she's not.
That was a perfect sequel tier, though.
Girl.
Bravo.
Yeah. But she's not like, so you guys put cameras in the locker room and timed that he would say this right now.
She could think it's pre-recorded. I'll give her that benefit. Maybe she thinks like...
True. Maybe they found it.
Yeah.
Now that we're crying, let's go to a pep rally.
I never even realized how many times in this movie they like spoil the file number.
Yeah, they do.
So we're all making fun of the theater kids, yet we're all outside singing.
Yep.
I like how in every movie she has a song like this. Every movie she has a song like this. Or I don't know. I haven't seen the third one. Does she have one like this in the third one?
Yep.
Okay. See?
She has a moment of like, I don't have any friends.
Okay. Yeah, see, she's always got a song like this. That's so extra.
It is.
So extra. But then again, you can believe it in a 16-year-old. Like, sometimes first love, that's how you think of it.
I was watching this like years ago with a friend of mine who's a teacher. And he was like, all I keep thinking is if there was a fire drill, no one knows where she is.
My thing is, why are the lights off in this one specific hallway? Like, why is everything dimmed in this one part of the school? And like nobody's like even just chilling out of the hallways. Like,
she's just completely unaccounted for.
This is like the one song she gets all extra.
Yeah.
That little backflow. Oh. That's probably why they did her hair like that for this song. Like, you're going to be waving your hair around a lot.
The hair people were like, she needs a swoop.
Yep. I like how she perfectly came around the corner of the stairs. On the beat. Right there. Oh, got to point up.
Pointed to the star.
Oh, I feel like that's so awkward to just sing to the camera. Like, when it's just... But I feel like the funnier one is the second movie, his Bet on Me on the golf course. I bet that was hilarious.
That's my favorite like scene in all of High School Musical.
That one? Okay, that's fair. It's a good song. It's a good one.
It's so epic.
That's how extra their school is. Who had a poster like that on a high school team?
Where he looks like 3 years younger.
Right? Well, Photoshop. And then this is even the worst part about it. Like, okay, she's done singing, still perfectly empty hallway. All of a sudden, I turn
people.
And this is where everybody was.
She's like, hey, I hate you now.
You got your boys, Troy.
We're from separate worlds, Troy.
I like how he never calls her Gabby. Like,
Ever.
because, like, don't get me wrong, I get calling people by their name, but, like, my name's Renee, but I go by RJ. Like,
Oh, yeah.
no one calls me Renee. And, like, she never made it a point of, like, I don't like being called shorter versions of my name.
Yeah. It's just always been Gabriella.
Yeah. And I'm like, even if I was her friend, I'd be calling her Gabby. Even though I was like her best friend, I'd be like, I'm not going to say your name every time. I'm not going to say that name every time I say it. To be a teenager with a balcony outside your bedroom.
I was just going to say, I was so jealous of her room.
Right? I was jealous of her room. Although I had that the summer after high school, I had to live with my uncle for like a few months. Mm-hmm. And the only spare room they had was an upstairs bedroom that led to a balcony. So like for that summer, I had that. I was like, yeah.
So fancy.
Oh yeah, I can just come out to the balcony when I want. I remember like I had some of my friends over one time. That's all we did. We were out on the balcony all night, just like chilling, like talking about like the future, like because we were about to start college. We're like, man, dude, we're going to college. Like,
swing open the double doors, sing your solo.
We could have, you know, if it didn't have an alarm to it, we could have done it like all the time. But every time, probably would have got annoying.
Without you.
Yeah, wonderful. Because the last one worked out so well for me.
It was great. Now that we've ruined it.
Yeah, because everyone's accepted that I bake. Like you accepted I bake. Maybe I should be cool with you singing.
They're like, we do.
But I like Zeke. I like Zeke right here.
He's like, here.
Please try to tell me if it's good before you're mad at me. You know what?
Are there nice jokes?
Yeah. I like Jason, I think, is the one character who got screwed throughout the entire series because they had something going somewhere and then ignored it in the third movie.
They did.
And I liked it. I liked the idea of him and Kelsey like ending up together. Like they hint at it a little bit at the end of this one. They hint on it hard in the second one. And then all of a sudden in the third one, she's flirting with Ryan. I'm like, where the hell did that come from? I hate her scarf so much. I'm weird about like color coordination, and that just looks, it bothers me. I'm like, why are you wearing a red and white, a peppermint scarf with a yellow, like, why? How does that look good? I don't understand how that's a fashion choice. I mean, I don't understand fashion. I'm a guy, but it just looks weird to me. I'd call it out. Like if a girl was wearing that and actually asked me how they look today, I'd be like, it's weird. Like why that scarf with that shirt? Jean jacket. I miss jean jackets.
I like that she turned around and then turned back. She was like, Troy. No, she's busy.
I mean, you can kind of be like, oh, she's turning because she's like, oh, you're here for her, and she's, you know, in there. Like I could kind of see that, but yeah, like if she would have gone like, I like how the mom wasn't upset that he ended up going around their house and climbing to the balcony. Like you just broke into my backyard.
You could tell that nobody has a security system.
Right. Well, this was what 2004.
Yeah. These phones.
Why are you shocked the lights on? Like you look all shocked, like she is home.
Whack.
I remember saying whack. We said tweck. Something was messed up. It's all tweck. Man, so January 2004. Yeah, that means I was of January 2004. That means I was in the second part of my 5th grade year. So I was just going into middle school.
God.
And this was about high school. So I was like, screw middle school. Can I just skip to this?
Like just skipping.
Yeah. Because High School Musical 3 came out right before I went to high school. Or right before I graduated. Right before I graduated. So like they graduated before I graduated. And it wasn't cool anymore to, like High School Musical. So
yeah.
That's why I didn't go see it when it came out. It wasn't cool anymore. See, he sings fine. Like, why could we? But this was made it very clear. Like, that wasn't you singing this whole time. You sound nothing like your voice the entire movie. I get it. Their love is innocent, but as a parent, I feel like you should still be concerned that he's just okay with climbing on your balcony.
Yeah. Be like, listen, we need some boundaries.
I feel so dumb for thinking those were bowling pins all these years. But I did. I legit did. Speaking of bowling pins, I can't wait to do Alley Cat Strike on this show because that's actually probably like my favorite DCOM period. Definitely favorite sports.
So long.
There's a lot of good sports ones.
There are.
Like sports and DCOMs are like this.
I never noticed this.
That he stops, it goes like you. I don't even see it pink. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
that's white.
I didn't see any colors. I saw you pour some Sprite in a beaker.
Right? I didn't even see the pink. Nor it changed to blue. They're so cute, though. Like, I remember I was at that age when... See? That's another weird thing. Why are they doing 2 different songs for the same audition?
Yeah.
You usually have to do the same song. Especially for a callback. Like, usually your first audition, sing what you're strongest in, but the callback is usually like, now I want you to sing something from the show.
Yeah, everybody sings this one thing.
Yeah.
I love it. Mm-hmm.
I always misunderstood. They're supposed to be twins, right?
Yeah. She's in on it.
That didn't answer my question. I would be like, that didn't answer my question. You just winked at me really weird. You winked at me a little sexually for winking at your brother. That's what I want to say.
Be like, I have more questions than answers now.
Small person. What were you
show
do?
dogs.
I'm curious. Like, Chad, what were you about to go do? Game day. Callback days. Classic Decathlon day. Hell.
It's everything day.
This is why I use this scene in my post about getting excited about this, because I forgot. I have rewatched this like before, but that was like a few months ago. But I forgot about the exclamation point and how much it made me laugh. Like, I told, like, as soon as it was happening, like, they were all showing their shirts, and I was like, wait a minute. And then as soon as he said exclamation point, I was like, I used to say that shit all the time. Be excited about something, be like, exclamation point. Oh my God. Oh, that shouldn't be as funny as it is, but to me it is. Like, it's so perfect. Because he's just like, I know technically I don't have to say this, but I'm gonna.
I love that he can't read all of a sudden.
Go draw, go Dre.
Go Dre.
I would love to actually be a part of a school, though, that was that hype about sports.
Right?
Like even in college, like I wanted to go to, like, I didn't end up going to, but like I'm from Texas, so like going to like UT Austin or Texas A&M are like big things here. And that was like part of it. Like, I want to be excited. I don't want to go to a UT game. Who doesn't want to go to a UT football game? Like,
I like that. So my dad was my basketball coach. So pretty much I'm Troy Bolton.
Nice.
But my dad never, like, it was weird if he wore a suit.
Yeah, I'm like, suits are for college basketball coaches, bro.
Yeah, like he had to wear a suit once because he came to the game straight from work, and everybody was like, "What is he doing?"
You liar. You want him to win.
I know.
You liar. You big fat liar. That does seem weird that you would be hosting two major events like that in your high school on the same day. Like a championship sports game and a apparent like really big deal decathlon. I'm like, and neither and the decathlon's not in the auditorium. Weird.
Yeah. That's the
energy.
energy.
See, I wish I had like all that room to run out and get hyped up out of a high school gym. Like, couldn't do that at my high school gym. Warming up like a college game. Come on. I can't imagine being smart enough to compete in one of those. Like, Oh, Darvis is so extra, and I love it. My theater teachers were not that extra. They were cool, but they weren't that extra.
Yeah, mine too.
I'm still slightly always offended by this being Hispanic. Like, I'm always still slightly offended by how they come out. Don't do the ladder thing. Oh, he did the ladder
I
thing.
have to.
I like how Darvis already knows their choreography. Like, she's
Oh,
dancing
yeah.
along with them.
Also, my high school did not have the money for those little like headset Britney Spears microphones.
We didn't have extravagant ones, but we did have like the ones that like you see in most things, like they're just like taped to your head.
Where they
They're
like tape them on. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple of those. And we only really used them when we actually like very rarely did that like musical. Like we did when I was in school, the only musicals we did was we did British Terabithia, which apparently had a musical version,
Oh.
and Meet Me in St. Louis.
Okay.
So like I remember the main actors, they had those. The ones who actually sang had those mics. They wanted me to wear one, but I was like, I don't need a mic. As long as we have acoustic in this auditorium, I'm good. That's not the hustle, bro.
Not at all.
What you just did, it is not. Oh yeah, we know how to break into our freaking school's electric system and cause an actually quite frightening electrical surge. What I wouldn't believe is that a school like that the schools would actually agree to just like start the game over and like not schedule it for another day.
Yeah. Or like take a break and then come back. Yeah.
And see, I feel like something like that would actually cause a school-wide evacuation. If the chemicals are mixing and it's a bad smell, that's usually exit the building, please. Yeah. So unless their auditorium is separate, I don't understand why everyone just got to go to the auditorium. I didn't have a high school like that where you had multiple buildings, but apparently those exist too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
I was like, who are you actually throwing that hat to? There's like 5 people. Screw you, Jay. Yes, it does. Right? Says that's ain't got shit on fame. Yes, it does. This is the family-friendly fame, all right? I called your names twice.
But we brought an audience. They'll buy tickets. That face she makes. Mm.
Oh, no, you won't. I love the bowler hat. I love how she says it right to her face. Oh, yes, I really do.
Who are those French kids?
They're the band. Yeah, all the band was wearing berets. I thought that was a little weird. I like how that one random person totally calling, does she have stage fright? What's going on?
In case no one knows.
The kindergarten. That was sweet. I like that came back. Clearly not playing the piano. Jay, I'll deal with you after this song. I did it. I did it with eyes closed.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy I know where they're from now.
Yeah. Great, Jay.
He was ready for that.
Oh, yeah. He was like, and slide. He was like, I'm waiting for my slide moment.
There's nothing Troy Bolton loves more than a slide moment.
Oh, no. It's this moment right here. It's the ocean moment. That's what he was waiting for. Right here. That's what he was waiting for. He was ready. Right here, look, this little ooh with the shoulders. Bring it in. Oh, yeah. Can you imagine how crazy that stadium would have gone if he would have taken off his jacket like she did? that little tank top. Girls would have been like, yeah. This is what made me think as a kid, nothing puts on a better performance than just running around the stage and owning all of it. Exactly. Just use the whole stage. Run around the stage.
Make sure you hit all four corners.
Random shot of the parents. Random moon being dropped in the back.
I like this girl who's just repeatedly pointing.
See? Yep. Use the stage. Let's actually run since we say to in the song.
In front of the moon, behind the moon, sides of the moon, make it the front of the moon.
Wait, sing to the crowd real quick.
Then they're out of breath because they just did 22 laps.
Right. He clearly is. He's like, oh, I did all that running right now. Oh, I'm not ready for that. That's why she was like, no, you got to skip. It saves energy. He was like, nope, run.
I'm sprinting.
Oh, I give her a little kiss on the cheek because I'm a gentleman. That was a terrible looking shot too. I mean, it was still the game winner, but it was a terrible looking shot.
I never noticed that cheerleader almost like punched that Wildcat in the face.
Oh, yeah. I like how there's no formal presentation of a championship trophy. Just give it to the coach.
Here you go.
Oh, we get along now.
Oh, they got real close.
Oh, dude, Chad, you ultimate cockblock. I don't think that would have worked in real life, Chad.
I know. In real life, it would have been fine. And then he said, "Must be your lucky day." It should have been like, "Never mind."
Yeah, she would have been like, "Oh no."
I was gonna, but then you talked.
And Ryan's like, "I'll take it."
He's like, no, I'll take those cookies."
I like her beautiful, gorgeous hair under that bowler hat. Like,
yeah,
my hair is perfect under this hat, by the way. See, they're so cute together. They even look cute together.
Yeah.
And then they just let it go nowhere. Third movie.
And then these French kids.
Yeah, berets is an odd choice.
Really weird.
I wish I could do that jumping split like that. She gets so into it. I love Taylor. She's like
does.
already
she
like, yeah,
every dance.
it's down. Oh yeah, 10-year-old me's like, get up. You know you want to do it. He's like, get up.
It's like, what are you doing? You're gonna blow the entire show.
I literally feel it in my feet. Like my feet are like my feet are doing it. Like I'm not even kidding. That's why I'm trying to keep my arms down. My arms already want to be like the arms want to do it.
Just do the top half of the dance.
Nah, it's all or nothing with me. That's why I'm just gonna sit.
The cheerleaders on the other team are really excited.
I'm like Ryan waiting for his part, like, yeah.
He's like, I have a solo.
I finally get a solo. In my red
How many
fedora.
kids transferred to this school after they saw this song and dance after they won?
Oh my god, I actually remember it. Oh my god. I'm like in my head, like, I'm like, bop, bop, lean, hands. I'm like, oh my god, I actually remember this. Oh my god, I can't stop. You made me think about it. You're like, just do the top half. And like, my body's like, yeah, do the top half.
Do half.
Oh, the claw part. Yep. Oh god, I fucking remember that. That was the hardest part too to do with the dance. That was the hard part. Doing that weird claw thing they do is hard. See, but Taylor messes up the color coordination. Like everyone on this side was in red and everyone on this side was in white, except Taylor. Taylor screwed it up. Way to go, Taylor.
Great job, Taylor. I like that he just stares directly
like
into
ending
the
where
camera.
everybody walks off in pairs. See, like she even walks off with him. Come on, and did nothing with it in the
They
third
set
movie.
it
From what I
up.
heard, from what I heard, like she flirts with Ryan the whole time, and I'm what?
Yup.
Oh my god! I just she is killing it in the front though. Like Martha, her name is Martha.
Martha.
I believe so. I will put money on it for whenever we do High School Musical 2. Her name is Martha.
Martha.
I want to say so. Yeah, random conga line. Oh, that was fantastic. That was great. Oh man,
It gets better with age.
it really does. Like it's not one of those movies that you go back and you're like, why did I watch this? I know exactly why I watched this. I'm taken back, and it still makes me giddy. It still makes me
It prepares
hopeful.
you for high school.
Right.
Listen, if
Oh.
you're having trouble in middle school and you're nervous about high school, just watch High School Musical. That's exactly how it is. Learn all
It
the
really
dances.
just sends you that nice message of being yourself. That's all you can do at high school.
After
But
you talk
yeah,
to your friends about it and they're mean.
but just final thoughts. Like, how did it feel just going back and watching that movie?
It's weird because when it came out, I was like, when the first High School musical came out, I was a junior, so I was already in high school.
So you were their age. You were literally what they were.
Yeah. So I was like, is this what it's supposed to be like?
This is not what high school has been for me.
Because we sat together and watched it, and I was like, this is no. I was like, when's the last time that you guys like sang and danced with me? I was like, also, this status quo situation is kind of terrifying.
Oh yeah, I just remember that, like, this exciting me for high school. I was just going into middle school, and I was like, yeah, high school's where it's gonna be at, guys. High school is
like, as long as I know the 8 counts.
we're all gonna get the girls. That's what this movie has taught us. We're all gonna get the girls.
Yes.
All you gotta do is sing to them, and you will get the girl. That's why I picked up a guitar, because of this movie.
I mean, at the end of the movie, he baked her cookies, and then she was on it. So
yeah, it was you gotta sing, you gotta bake, you gotta be the sports hero. Pick
my
one
fiance
of those three.
makes me food.
There you
Just
go. All right. Well, that does it for this first episode of Nostalgia Trip. Martini, thank you so much for joining me on this first episode. It was a delight. I'm sure we'll see you again in future episodes. Next week, I can already say, so next week for the rest of the month, what we're doing is we're going to visit another Disney staple. We're going to be visiting a twofer. The next 2 weekends are basically a double feature. We're going to do Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, next week. And then the following week, we will be celebrating the 20th anniversary of Xenon the Sequel, which is actually my favorite of the trilogy. So I'm super excited about that. So I'll be putting a post up if you're excited about that one. Let me know if you want to be on for either one of those. But those what will be on for episodes 2 and 3, Xenon Girl of the 21st Century and Xenon the Sequel. So until then, everybody enjoy the nostalgia trip, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.